Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Libra. If Libra is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so tonight, Libra, we have the 9 of Wands, which has everything to do with strength. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what these tea leaves have to say. And so if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely shout it out in the comments. All right. So, with that 9 of Wands, I feel like this really indicates a moving back towards kind of a routine, reestablishing a routine possibly. I feel like this is maybe it might be within your spiritual practices, but I also think that this could be something like intentional movement, like getting back into going to the gym or taking walks or, doing something where you're a little more physically active. It might be within work, kind of reapplying yourself to your work life. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with goals. Now we have the star here, as you can see, and I see you right inside that star. So I do believe that you are centrally focused on reaching this goal. And I believe whatever this goal is that you have for yourself, you really came to the realization recently that, okay, I need to kind of really get myself back in gear here. I need to kind of figure out what is it that's been kind of pulling me away from the work that I've been wanting to do. And whatever those distractions are, or that lack of motivation, or just feeling generally maybe scattered, right? I feel that during the summer, I'm pulled in so many directions. It's hard to stay focused, right? And a lot of things end up getting half done. So, you come into these moments where you're like, okay, I gotta get back on track here. I gotta get back into this. I need to kind of really figure out what are the priorities here? So, I'm a Virgo. I love making lists. I absolutely am, I love scheduling. I mean, I don't love scheduling, but I'm good at it. I enjoy doing the family schedule, getting all the appointments and, what are we going to do and what, who is responsible for what. I'm pretty good at all of that stuff. And I enjoy it. I think it's the Virgo-ness in me. My sister is a Virgo. She's the same way. So, I feel like it's you are stepping into that energy. It is becoming, apparent to you, I think, that, okay, so maybe these last months, summer or winter, wherever you are, I've kind of been, distracted with whatever. Maybe the kids are out of school, or you've been traveling, or, you've had more family events. There's, things going on that are out of the normal, schedule. And so that's kind of pulling you this way, that way, whatever. And so now as we're getting towards the end of these seasons, and especially if you have kids, because there is really this consciousness of, going back to school soon, right? Getting prepared to send them back. So I see you really kind of, yeah, maybe sitting down, writing out the priorities, getting, back on that calendar app or whatever you use, and making sure that you are scheduling things out, that you know what's going on, that you are reapplying yourself to the routine that you know works for you. And whatever parts of it, don't work now, adjusting those. Okay, so I see, this kind of really, and I'm sorry, this is like my 5th reading today, so my throat is getting a bit dry. But I see you becoming kind of, really focused on making things happen. You are not in a passive mode whatsoever. There is definitely that fiery wand energy flowing through your life right now. Now, we also have a big heart down here. So I do feel like there is possibly a romantic element to this. Now, maybe it is that you have spent the last couple months in courtship or entanglement, really, really immersed in your love story. Or, maybe it is a solo love story. I don't ever know how to what I should call this, but yeah, the journey of self-love, the journey of courting self. And I believe that this is one of the great love stories of our life. When we get into this mode where, we begin to treat ourselves as if we were dating, right? Doing things for yourself that are really special and thoughtful and caring, spending time to, really kind of not only just like go through the motions of doing something fun or entertaining or leisurely or very potent with emotion, but allowing yourself to really, really be in there and enjoying it and experiencing it, not just kind of, it's like when you go on a trip, a day trip or something, and you're in charge of getting, everything, getting it put together and all the stuff you need and whatever. And then you're there and you're making sure everybody's okay and you're taking pictures, and by the end of the day, you feel like I haven't even been on this trip. I just have, I've been busy kind of managing everything. I've been busy trying to make memories and take pictures of the memories, but I'm more worried about the pictures than the actual things that are going on, and we've all been there. That's part of, I think, collectively needing to be more present, all of us. It's not one person or one type of person, it's all of us on our phones and things. But I do feel like, this is a time where, no, it's not going to be you on the sidelines kind of, recording everything or taking care of everything. No, you are in there and you are really a part of this love story. And if it is you with yourself, I absolutely applaud you. It is one of the most lovely parts of life that we can be in. And hopefully that happens more and more often, right? So yes, love being a huge part of this whole energy, definitely with the size of that heart, is something that is kind of in the forefront of your mind. Okay, so it looks like we have it looks like it says no, N-O, and then a smiley face over here. So maybe this is a time where, you are saying no to some things. Like, no, I don't want to go to that. Or no, I can't really help you with that. I don't have time for that. No, I'm not, going to go sit through something I don't want to do. So I feel like you're kind of advocating for yourself and for your time and saying no. And if you do find it hard to say no to people, which, listen, you're a Libra. I'm not going to say that you are a pushover, but you like to keep the peace, right? So sometimes, more often than not, I think that you will agree just so you don't have to have a big, tussle or a back and forth about something. And, I think in this time, I challenge you to say no to a few things, just to see. Yeah, I can still say no to stuff. I can still really be protective of my time and energy. And if I don't want to go do something because I want to sit on the couch and watch, the baddies or Bad Girls Club or whatever it's called. I watch it with my niece sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say no. And so go out there, say some no's. Tell people I don't want to do that a couple of times. So we also have, it looks like a Sagittarius person. Maybe a love connection because we do have the heart. I want to turn this just a minute. We also have the letters CR. Okay, so we have a Sagittarius person. And now up here, we also have, it looks like somebody who, it looks like a witch's hat right there, holding a bird. Now we have two people who look like they're embraced and kissing. So I almost kind of wonder if this Sagittarius person you have a love connection with, or they have one with you. And it's almost like they're trying to will a romantic situation using maybe kind of, sympathetic magic or spell work of some kind. Maybe they're just putting their intentions out there. They're making appeals. They're trying to connect to you spiritually. Now, I don't feel like they're using direct magic exactly. Like it's like they're trying to do a love spell on you. But I feel like they're trying to it's like they're trying to get word to you. Like passively, like just sending out the energy, right? But I do feel like there's an Aries person. And as we look up here, it feels like there's an Aries person in the mix as well. So, I almost wonder if there's like two love interests here, or two people who are really like kind of trying to hook up. Ultimately trying to get a date with you. But it feels like Aries person, Sagittarius person. And I'm kind of wondering, if you end up kind of spending some time with one of them. I wonder if this is like the beginning of a relationship or kind of the renewal of your relationship. Like maybe you're married. There's somebody else that's interested in you. Maybe like you work with them. They've showed, an attraction to you. They've been flirtatious with you. And it's kind of made you turn back towards your committed relationship, because, you know, maybe you've been going along kind of, you know, just you're good, you're in a decent partnership, you love each other, but life is busy, and you haven't necessarily been super affectionate or romantic, or they haven't been, or, you know, whatever. And it's not like a bad, sour kind of thing, but, you know, having this kind of outside energy, you know, shows some interest in you. It makes you feel like, well, I, you know, that's nice or whatever, but I really want this fire between me and my significant other. I want to kind of put some time and effort into rekindling our connection, our union. And, you know, maybe if you are not with somebody else, maybe having this person pursue you, it just makes you kind of more reaffirmed in this kind of courtship of self. You want to be alone. You want to, you know, see what it's like to kind of just have like a good life with yourself. You know, I think there's plenty of us out here who, have spent a lot of our time in connection to other people, you know, got married young, or, you know, have had a series of monogamous relations, or just relationships. It doesn't have to be monogamous, but, you know, just involved relationships, one after another. And then you get to a place in your life where, yeah, maybe I want to try being alone for the first time ever, you know, and you get into that mode and you find out, I really like this, you know. And then as you are growing in this, you know, solitude, or at least romantic kind of solo engagement, you know, you begin to kind of emit a kind of bright and shining light, something that people find alluring, attractive. I mean, we can all think of somebody in our life who was super happy being by themselves, and they were worldly, they were interesting, they, you know, maybe had kind of fleeting relationships and lovers and things like this, but it wasn't sad, right? It wasn't like they just couldn't find their person. No, they just wanted to live life. They were a bit of a, you know, a bohemian, a vagabond, if you will. And you see this and you think, oh my goodness, you know, like, I wish, you know, I kind of knew how that felt. Or maybe you felt for them like, oh, I wish they had a family. I wish they understood what it meant to, you know, have somebody to go to sleep next to at night, or whatever, you know, and you feel kind of sad for them. But then you get into a moment in your life, right, where, yeah, maybe there's a time to be alone, and you find that this is something that is a gorgeous thing. It is, you are, you know, kind of unfurling yourself. You are becoming more yourself than maybe ever. And then somebody is attracted to it because, yeah, they see this beautiful being just shining, glowing, you know, completely self-embodied and self-realized. And having that energy of people pursuing you just kind of turns you more into somebody who loves to be alone, you know? And that's not a bad thing, not at all. So I look at this and I wonder, it seems like there is kind of a general sense of attraction and love and shifting energies, and, you know, and all while getting your life into the routine that you want it to be, being focused on building up those parts of your existence that are important to you. It's spiritual life, work life, and so on. Okay, so let's take a look over here. We have a bird right there. And we have the number 5, like on a die. Okay, so I feel like we have an opportunity coming up here where you're going to be able to make some money on the side. We have a fish and we have a bird. So I do feel like this is going to be kind of like somebody calling you up and saying, hey, I have this like gig to do this weekend. Are you interested? You know, or covering some shifts, or, you know, even, I mean, maybe something more involved, or somebody's like trying to get you involved in a business deal, or, you know, you have like a friend, you both kind of work in the same, for some reason, I keep thinking of like screen printing things, making shirts or buttons or, you know, stickers, or I don't know, but, somebody you know well, or at least well enough that you trust them, kind of offering you a situation where you can get involved in the business, or, you know, maybe hiring you or whatever. But I do see, not as like your main career, at least not right now, but I think that this will be an opportunity to kind of make that extra money that, you know, it's not just you, we all want to make some extra money, right? So yeah, take advantage of that opportunity, because it looks like it is going to be something that ends up paying off pretty well. Okay, and look at this. As I put it down, let me see if I can get it on there. A little piece came out, and it's a heart. So it is. Love cannot be contained in this situation. It just is. It's trying to get out at the seams. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just flip through here. We're going to stop where it feels right. And it says, Dawn of Transformation. Today I am reborn. This is the dawn of my transformation. This is the dawn of my transformation. All right. Well, Libra, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you, because I do. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you, oh wait, yes. Yeah, no, and if you want to leave a comment, I get lost in my little outro sometimes. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I'd love to hear from you, especially if you're new to the channel. Definitely shout it out in the comment section. Yeah, I don't know. I started to think about what is this weekend gonna be like? I don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. I want to go swimming at the lake. I think that's my big goal, is to go swimming. So yeah. I'm sorry, my brain, it just starts to wander. It's my superpower, because I feel like I'm very plugged into my sub-realities and my imagination, but it is not the best when you're doing something, right? When you need to be focused. It just absolutely pulls me out of what I'm doing. But yeah, so anyways, Libra, I love you. Let me know, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing next week? What's going on with you? I guess by the time this comes out, it'll be the end of the weekend, actually, because it comes out on Sunday, and right now it's Friday. So tell me what you did this weekend. Yeah, what did you get up to? All right, with that, I'm going to say I love you. I love you. I love you. Good night. Take care of yourself. We'll talk in a few days. Bye-bye.